If you're wondering what's with the 70s and 80s wrestling toy commercials playing in the background, well, there was a version of this that had Impact Wrestling clips in it, and TNA immediately claimed it for a copyright strike. So I took that shit down, and this is what you get. Sorry, it's the best that TNA will let me do. On with the show. Welcome back to Stooge Stream and our first Impact Wrestling recap. I'm your host, The Stooge, and I'm joined by my co-host on the show, GBanks. Say hello to the people.
How's it going, guys? What's up, YouTube? Looking forward to call this TNA recap show.
Simple, effective, and elegant. That's what I like about you, GBanks.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so we're looking at the latest episode of Impact that aired on the 25th of August. The show opened with Bobby Lashley coming out on commentary.
Yeah, good start.
It was a good start. Pope and Little Pope had to leave.
Well, yeah, Pope has to make sure that, the main concern and safety is to make sure that Little Pope is safe.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
He will defend Little Pope to the end, sir. Like when Lashley tried to use him as a weapon, never use Little Pope as a weapon.
Couldn't believe it.
Awesome. So the first match that Lashley was there to commentate was an over-the-top rope battle royale for the number one contender's position. Billy Corgan has said, yes, Billy Corgan and Smashing Pumpkins has said that Lashley will be defending the title before Bound for Glory, which is the next pay-per-view. So who was in it? We had the Bromans.
Without their beautiful Raquel, mind you.
Yes, just by themselves. That was interesting. I didn't pick up on that, actually. She wasn't there. Eli Drake. And you've got to say that properly. Eli Drake.
Dummy.
Yeah. The Tribunal, or Al Snow's Job Squad 2.0, but without Al Snow.
Because he's still injured.
He's still injured. That massive shot from Brother Nero.
Yes.
Grado. Mahabali Shira, or as he's known around here, Mahabali Hogan. Mike Bennett the Miracle with Moose. Moose.
I like to actually call him Canada's national all-time favorite wrestler.
Canada?
Yeah, dude, Moose.
Oh, dude. That's good. I like that. All right, and Eddie Edwards, of course. Now, I'm just going to quickly run down how the match went. Baron Dax was out to his own partner, Baraka. Shira went out to Moose. Robbie E out to Baraka. Baraka out by Moose. Grado by Eli Drake. Eli Drake by Eddie Edwards. Jesse Goddard by Moose. And then finally, the Miracle eliminated Moose and Eddie Edwards at the same time. This led to Moose being pissed off. But before we get to that, what do you think of the match?
Oh, well, great way to start the show. Let's put it that way. Yeah, I was pretty surprised how it started off with the tribunal breaking up between each other. That was a bit weird.
It seems like that they might be going down that line.
Yeah. So then, are they going to be single wrestlers? Like, what's going on there? Like,
yeah. Okay.
We'll
see what happens.
And then continue on forward.
So Shira and Moose, Moose just picked Shira up and threw him over the ropes. That was
made him look like an X Division wrestler.
Yeah. There was a whole lot of quick eliminations, but I think the end one, Miracle eliminating Moose and Eddie Edwards, that was a great spot.
Yeah, no, it was a beautiful spot actually. Very safe, very well put actually by all three of them, and it works well with the storyline that they're building towards.
It does, and I think overall what I really liked about this match was there wasn't heaps of massive high spots and all the rest of it. This was a really safe match, but it was really well done. Like, everybody got their spots, everybody got a moment in the sun, everybody got a minute or two in the match to actually shine. But ultimately, we knew where it was going to end.
It was more like an elimination chamber instead of more elimination tag team match than instead of elimination chamber. It felt like, in a way,
almost, because you did have people teaming up against it. Yeah,
it was kind of weird.
But it was a good match. And it progressed the story of what's happening with Eddie Edwards and the Miracle, and Moose and Miracle, and Moose and Eddie Edwards, which is the weirdest love triangle of all times. All right, starting after that, we had some segments with EC3 and Drew Galloway that were really, really badly cut. Just snippets, but they weren't. They didn't tell you that it was snippets.
Yeah,
Like,
it just made no sense.
but then at the end, when they showed you the whole thing, it was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And I actually really liked the whole piece, like when
Yeah.
they showed you the whole thing.
Besides the fake mysterious drink that we get to see,
With whiskey written over the label.
Yeah. The whole segment was pretty actually shot well. Besides the snippets, as you
Yeah.
said.
I like the whole friendship angle that they had.
Yeah.
I like, because we know in real life they did in Evolve when they both went over there.
Yeah.
I like the whole dynamic that the two guys actually have together. They cut promos really well together. They have really defined characters that they know how to bounce off each other.
Yeah.
And it went really well. Like, that segment could have worked really poorly if the people couldn't talk, but both of them can talk and they held it up well.
100%, yeah.
All right, the next thing we saw was a Fixer promo. I love the Fixer promos.
No cash.
Nah,
No.
brah, cash only. It's amazing. I can't wait for Tyrus to come back.
Oh, dude, I don't know where he's been. Where the hell is he?
I don't know. He made one appearance as a Fixer with Mahabali.
Yeah, and Grado when they paid him.
Yeah, but then they couldn't afford him anymore, so he went away again. But they still kept playing the promos. They need to bring Tyrus back.
Yeah, no, for sure, and just make him do this whole Fixer thing.
I hope someone pays him to fix Moose. That would be good. All right,
God.
so then we went into, of course, every episode of Impact has to have, because it just has to have, a broken Matt Hardy promo.
Broken Matt Hardy.
So broken Matt Hardy started his promo, and Brother Nero, the obsolete mule, came out. And even as an obsolete mule, he's still over as with the crowd.
Oh, ridiculous.
They went into a promo with Decay, with Decay being in the crowd, which I thought was very cool.
Yeah, no, I thought that was pretty interesting.
I thought, before we get to the match segment, I thought just the promo segments of that was really good.
Yeah. The first time I actually watched that and didn't actually feel uncomfortable, you know what I mean? Watching Decay and Matt Hardy being all weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't actually make me feel uncomfortable. I was actually very interested in to see what was going on.
Yeah, like I think it's really cool. I like the whole Brother Nero thing. Come on, it's the talk of the town.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. And we've been talking about it from the beginning, going, this is either the greatest thing ever or the worst. It turns out it's the greatest thing ever. And I've been saying from the beginning that they should work with Decay. I thought differently, but I still think they've got a great dynamic.
No, they definitely do. Yeah.
So this led to a match with Brother Nero versus Abyss, which was a good match.
No,
Like,
it was very...
the parts of it that was like just them wrestling was really good. Even some of the interference parts I thought were really well timed.
Delete.
Yeah. Broken Matt Hardy eating Crazy Steve's face.
and
like,
Crazy Steve laughing.
Yeah,
Like,
the whole
that was
time.
pretty cool. Yeah.
That was a great little spot.
Yeah.
I also loved the Rosemary spit in the mist, but
One thing I learned that's not gonna work for him.
but it did in the end.
Actually,
she got
true. Yeah, she did get the match.
Yeah, she got Brother Nero with it, but they first missed with Crazy Steve, got Abyss with it and stuff. I kind of always wince a little bit whenever anyone uses the Miss gimmick, because it's a great Muda's gimmick.
Yeah.
Like, Tajiri's allowed to use it because he was one of the great Muda's guys, but other people...
Dude, it's wrestling. Everyone's doing it.
I know. I'm still just like, oh. Okay, so Abyss actually won this, which was interesting, because Brother Nero's been winning all these matches under the tutelage of Broken Matt Hardy. Yeah. But Abyss won this one, so this is going to lead them into a kind of thing with Decay. I'm kind of really looking forward to this.
What I want to know is Bram dead?
Yeah, where the hell's Bram?
Yeah, what happened to Bram? That's what I want to actually know.
We saw him.
That's what I'm concerned about. I'm actually genuinely concerned.
Yeah, the last thing we saw was Abyss jump Bram after Rosemary.
No, Abyss and Steve, mind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, after she practically tortured him to listen to that
she
story.
She sexually seduced him into listening to the weirdest cracked out story of all times. Just to beat him and put him in a... Why didn't you just hit him in the head with the thing when you first got there? Why did you have to go through the whole thing? But, okay, but where is Bram?
Yeah, no, that's what I want to know.
Alright, so next up we had a women's title match, because Billy Corgan makes the matches now. Like, he can't make Gail Kim get out of the agreement with Maria, but he can make Maria's champion Sienna fight. So he put together a match with Marty Bell, Jade, Madison Rain, Ali, and Sienna.
The assistant.
So this was a first pin wins match for the Knockouts title. I've been a big fan of the Knockouts forever because it's real women's wrestling. Like, yeah, they've had story arcs and all the rest of it like any other division, but they actually have always let these women actually have decent matches. This was no different. They give them time.
Yeah, no, you're right, dude. I've just started watching TNA, but before that, whenever I did watch women's wrestling, admittedly, I'd just skip it because at the end of the day, it's women's wrestling.
Well,
But Knockouts, on the other hand,
completely different
different story. The
And-
first time ever watching it, I couldn't believe it.
by new, you've been watching TNA for, say, a year and a bit now.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's not the coffee break match.
No, it's not at all. Like, you actually sit down and be like, oh, I can't wait to watch Knockouts and see what's happening in the Knockouts. Like,
They are spectacular performers.
mhm.
And WCPW has kind of copied that formula as well.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
WWE has now copied that formula with their women's division,
Which
but
is
it took
good,
them a
it's
long
great.
time to catch up.
Awesome. Keep it going.
So the match was interesting.
Very interesting.
It was
indeed.
good. Like, it's a great match and everyone got their spots and all the rest of it. It's just the ending of the match. Ali won by
Yeah. Believe it or not, Ali won.
by using one stunner by accident.
Come on, dude. She done a couple of kicks here and there.
Yeah, yeah.
A couple of stomps.
The weakest kicks ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Ali's character. You might not know she is actually a wrestler and so forth.
Mhm.
Like, this
Yeah,
is just a
she
character
is.
she's playing. But yeah, like, she won by Marty Bell knocking her out with a
With a
baton,
Yeah.
on top of Madison Rain, who was already out. A ref counted 3. We have a new champion. Interesting.
Madison Rain found it so funny that she was laughing while getting pinned.
Yeah, go back and watch it.
Yeah.
If you watch, you can see from a couple of angles, Madison Rain is literally laughing at the whole thing while Ali's getting hit with the baton, because Ali sells it so well. Like,
Yeah.
you can't help but laugh. You're like, this is awesome. And when you saw it coming, you're like, no, what? Like, they actually went there. That's awesome.
And it worked too. Like,
Yeah.
stuff like this usually is like, bit unpredictable, but no, it worked.
What I liked is the crowd got it. And they started chanting, Ali,
Yeah, yeah,
Ali.
yeah.
Like, it was awesome.
No, she played the character very well, as you said, so.
She did, and the backstage segment straight after that,
Yeah.
where they're like, "How do you feel you're the new champion?" She's like, "Ah, what do you think Marie's gonna say?" And she's like, "Oh,
Yeah. Very cute.
Yeah.
Very cute.
She's a great actress. I can't wait to see more of her actually, and this whole Maria Sienna Ali thing play out,
Yeah, see what happens.
and see how I think this is gonna probably play into Gal Kim's story arc as well.
Mhm.
So that'll be interesting. Yeah, Ali might become a face via Gal Kim.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Gal Kim starts protecting her
Yeah.
from them, even though
It'll be
she.
her little apprentice now.
No, I think what would be cute is, like, let's say Ali's forced to defend the title against Sienna by Maria, and Gail Kim comes in and beats Shonky and,
Yeah.
like, knocks out Sienna and Ali, but puts Ali on top of her and keeps protecting her and saving the title.
Finally, the heel. Better.
She should be. All right. Next up, we had a fact of life. Eli Drake. He was talking to the X Division guys because there's going to be a new X Division champion crowned next week
Yes.
on Impact. You had them all there, including DJ Z, Rockstar Spud, the Teeth Kicker.
Giant scene starter, mind you.
Yeah, Andrew Everett, or better known as Job,
Yep.
because he jobs to everyone.
Literally.
But all the X Division guys were there. One, I think they need some more X Division guys. And I'm not being harsh to the dudes that are there, because they're all spectacular athletes and amazing in the ring.
No, sir, I totally get it. 100%.
I'd just like to see some more
Yeah,
guys
we
in there.
want, I get where you're coming from. We need more X Division
Yeah.
wrestlers, so we want to see more X Division matches.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want to see those guys mix it up with some new blood
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
no, for
Like,
sure.
it'd be very cool. I've always loved the X Division. It is the heart of TNA. I've been watching TNA since 2005. The X Division is the soul of this company and
Mhm.
always has been. And it's about time that they're going to get a good push. From my understanding, this is a lot of Billy Corgan becoming president of TNA. And his directive of the X Division is going to get a massive push now. So I'm looking forward to that.
So am I, so can't wait.
So there was a bust up. There always has to be with an Eli Drake segment.
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't there be?
Eli Drake is one of the best talkers in the business, and that was a God
Rock
WWE.
inspired,
What
so-
is wrong with you? You dropped EC3, you dropped Drew Galloway, you dropped Eli Drake, and they're now 3 of the biggest like talkers and characters in the business. Dumbasses.
Dummy, yeah.
Yeah.
Should say.
Nice pickup. That's why you're on colour.
Thank you.
All right, so next up we've got the final match of the night, which was EC3 versus Drew Galloway, with a special guest referee who's Aaron Rex in TNA, Aaron Stevens in...
So I get it right. Aaron Stevens.
I apologise. In
Thank you.
WCPW.
Thank you.
And formerly Damien Sandow of WWE.
The savior of wrestling.
The saviour of wrestling is here. He was a
The
special
savior
ref.
of refereeing, mind you.
Yeah. Look, normally, before we get to the actual EC3 and Drew Galloway match, let's just talk about Aaron Rex's refereeing. Normally, when a special guest referee is there, it's them getting themselves over.
Yep.
That's what they do. They use that position to get themselves over.
Like
into,
they should.
like they should. Totally forgot he was reffing the match until the end.
Yeah, literally. I thought it was just a stand-in wrestler. Stand-in wrestler being a ref. Pretty much, yeah.
Like, he didn't try to get himself over. He stayed out of the way. Like, that dude is class, man. Like, he was like, you guys put on your show and then we'll do our
slow,
bit. Yeah.
Like, was pretty good with all his counts and everything. Yeah, he did well.
Great referee. Anytime he wants to be a ref, like,
yeah, go
let
for
him.
it.
Like, he didn't stand in front of the camera. He didn't be a dickhead. Like, he didn't try and steal their light. He was awesome. Now, the match itself, man, this is two heavyweights. This is two big boys. Two very strong human beings.
Yeah.
They hit each other.
Hard.
Hard.
So hard that in the first minute, EC3 was bleeding.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It was brutal. The spot on the stairs.
The steel steps, mind you.
Yeah. But, like, when you watch that spot from, okay, so I'm going to be a smart mark here for a second, or smark, or whatever you want to call us for a moment. But when you watch that spot, it was actually really safe. They both landed on their asses and pulled up and right. But the camera captured it at the right angle, so it looked dramatically brutal. But it was a really safe spot.
Yeah, at first glance, we both were like, ooh. And then, the camera went around and they showed replays and we were just like, oh, okay. No, that was very safe.
Yeah, it was really well done.
Yeah.
These guys know how to hit each other hard and make it look good without hurting each other at the same time. That chop spot, like, you can't fake chops. Like, they hit. It's been like you want to know what that feels like.
Prove that, yeah.
Yeah. Get your friend, take your shirt off, get your friend to hit you in the chest with open hand slap as hard as they can. And then multiply that by 10, because these guys actually have arms 10 times the size of
It should
ours.
sound like this. Yeah.
It like
And 10 times more painful.
Yeah. So the first couple you'd be like, okay, that's not too bad. And then over and over, and they did a huge...
It went for literally a minute, just straight
bang,
top,
bang,
top.
bang,
It was
bang.
ridiculous.
It's a
Fun
massive...
to watch, but
Yeah,
ridiculous.
really good to watch. The off the top rope power bomb into a
double
lift,
power
into
bomb,
a sit down power bomb. There's...
And then Drew gave one straight back to EC3. So like, you can do it, I'll do one better.
Tombstone by Drew Galloway.
Which I thought was actually banned in TNA. Well,
I don't know. Like, it's banned in WWE other than The Undertaker. Like, and I think they frown upon people using it.
Yeah.
But if you want to use it in that one-off special occasion just to make a point, and you're safe, like these guys are safe. They know what they're doing.
Well, Drew
they're
does it in other
promotions.
promotions.
So they're like, okay, they probably just, he said, can we do it this once? And they went, yeah, whatever, no problems. Now, something that's been building for a while, of course, EC3 wins. He's going to go to Bound for Glory challenge. We knew that. Like, that was inevitable. But what's also been building in the background is a Drew Galloway heel turn. I think it's come too late.
Yeah.
I think they should have turned him heel a month ago.
When you lost the title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just turned on EC3 straight away and just savage turn. Not that like this half turn that they've done until this point. They should have just committed straight away.
I feel like it kind of made no sense at the same time. It's like, why is he attacking, Aaron Rex? Like, it's like he refed perfectly. He was fair. Use of all friends. Like, it just kind of made no sense to me. Like, there was no point in him attacking him for that.
So, what you're making reference to is as soon as the match finished, Drew Galloway turns heel, attacks Aaron Rex, smashes him, and that was brutal. The head spots against the stairs.
Oh, yeah.
That was... that's
getting ridiculous.
Yeah. That was a bit like, ooh, that's rough. There's no reason for him to do it to him, though. He should have done it to EC3. Aaron Rex gotten in the way.
And then, Drew...
hit him. And then EC3 kind of just goes, well, screw this. I don't want to be involved, and just leaves.
Yeah.
And
made more sense. Would make more sense actually.
And they lead into a story.
Yeah.
Here's the irony of loving Impact. We love Impact for the wrestling because their booking is pretty bad at times. Unfortunately, it hasn't quite fixed itself yet, but from my understanding, it's going to. The angle that they've put James Storm on, like, he's suspended at the moment because he bottled a security guard, Stone Cold style. Like, they finally worked out what to do with him. Like,
he's drunk, he's angry, and
turn
he's
him
a
into
heavy
Stone
Christian.
Cold.
Yeah, turn him into Stone Cold.
There you go. Broken Matt Hardy and Brother Nero is great. Decay's angles are great. But there's just some really weird booking from time to time that you're like, why would you do that? And why didn't you make the King of the Mountain title and the heavyweight title unified? That would have made sense why the King of the Mountain title went away.
King of the Mountain title in general. Just get rid of that and have the...
no, they have. The King of the Mountain title's gone, dude.
Oh, okay, good.
But why didn't you just unify that? But then, like, when he goes, and I'm doing the X Division title too, and Billy Corgan's like, you can't have that one.
Yeah.
That would have made more sense. There's just little booking decisions that you're like, But if you look besides that, the actual talent in the ring is amazing.
Watch besides that, the fucking talent is spectacular.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I'm really looking forward to seeing where the whole Moose Miracle thing's going.
Yeah, there was a little segment happening there between him and Bobby Lashley.
Yep.
Yeah, a bit of a Harlem Heat 2 going on, so.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. That would be very cool, actually. So Bobby Lashley maybe turning Moose against the Miracle, which was coming.
Yeah, it was like pretty obvious.
Yeah.
I like where that's going.
Looking forward to seeing what else happens with Broken Matt Hardy and Brother Nero, always. The Knockouts division, it's on fire at the moment.
New X Division champion.
Yeah, new X Division champion.
There's so much stuff going on.
Yeah, I can't wait for the next episode.
Will James Storm be there next week?
Yeah, when's he going to jump the barrier and bottle someone?
Yeah.
It's coming.
Soon, yeah.
It's coming. Well, thank you so much for listening to us ramble on for 20-odd minutes or so about one of our favourite shows and should be yours, Impact Wrestling.
That's why he's here.
So I've been the Stooge. You've been listening to Stooge Stream. This is my co-host, GBanks.
See you later, guys. Have a good one.
Make sure you join us next week. And if you like this, like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff.
Bye.